Welcome back to the channel World Coins Master Lovers Collectors and Treasure Hunters. Today we're diving into one of the most talked about pennies in the world, the 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin from the United States of America. Now I know what you're thinking, it's just a penny, right? Just a single cent, a tiny copper-colored coin that most people ignore or toss into a change jar without a second thought. But what if I told you that one of these ordinary-looking coins is rumored to be worth a jaw-dropping $240 million? Yes, you heard that right, $240 million for a single 1-cent coin. Sounds unbelievable. Well, stick around because today we're going deep into the history, design, mystery, value, and myths surrounding the 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin. So sit tight, hit that like button, and subscribe if you're passionate about numismatics, coin collecting, or simply love a good story that could change the way you look at spare change forever. Let's start with a bit of history. The United States 1-cent coin, more commonly known as the penny, has been around since 1793. It has seen multiple design changes over the centuries, from the flowing hair Liberty to the Indian head, and eventually to the iconic Lincoln portrait we all know today. The Lincoln cent was first introduced in 1909 to commemorate the 100th birthday of President Abraham Lincoln. It was the first American coin to feature a real person rather than the symbolic figure of Liberty. Fast forward to 1986 and we're deep in the Lincoln Memorial series, which began in 1959. This design by Frank Casparo features the bust of Abraham Lincoln on the obverse and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse. The coin is composed primarily of copper-plated zinc since the U.S. Mint transitioned from mostly copper to this new composition in 1982 due to rising metal costs. So what makes the 1986 penny so special? Why are people saying one of these coins is worth hundreds of millions of dollars? Well, let's break it down. In 1986, millions upon millions of 1-cent coins were minted by the United States Mint in Philadelphia, Denver, and San Francisco. In fact, there's nothing particularly rare about the regular issues from that year. Billions were made, but here's where things start to get interesting. There are whispers among collectors and treasure hunters of a rare anomaly, a unique error coin, or an ultra-rare prototype from the 1986 Batch A coin with an unexplained composition, a misprint, an unusual strike, or possibly even a coin never meant to be released to the public. These kinds of rare coins do exist in the numismatic world. Think about the 1943 copper penny or the 1974 aluminum cent. These oddities have sold for tens or hundreds of thousands of dollars, and in some cases millions, but the 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin has become the stuff of legends. According to reports, rumors, and a few sketchy auction listings, a coin supposedly minted in 1986 with a highly unusual feature has been valued at a mind-blowing $240 million. The details are murky and the sources are vague. Some say it features an off-metal strike, some claim it has a double die obverse, others speculate it might be a mint prototype struck in solid gold or platinum intended for internal use or testing. Now let's be clear, there is no verified sale of a 1986 penny for $240 million at any of the reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's, Bowers, or Sotheby's, but the story persists, perhaps because of how tantalizing the idea is. Imagine finding a fortune sitting at the bottom of your pocket. Imagine checking your piggy bank and realizing you're holding a piece of American minting history worth more than a mansion, a yacht, or even a private island. So let's talk about what gives a coin value. In the world of coin collecting or numismatics, value is determined by several key factors: rarity, condition, demand, historical significance, and errors or anomalies. The 1986 penny in its regular form is not rare at all. You can find uncirculated versions for as little as 10 to 25 cents, and even proof versions might only fetch a few dollars. But if there were a unique error coin, a one-of-a-kind piece, then yes, the sky could be the limit. Remember the 1933 Double Eagle, which sold for over $18 million in 2021, or the 1794 Flowing Hair Dollar, which fetched over $10 million. These coins were rare, historical, and stunning in their condition and backstory. Could a 1986 penny ever reach such heights? If the stories are true, and there is indeed a one-of-a-kind 1986 penny with mysterious origins, then yes, a collector might be willing to pay an astronomical sum. $240 million might be far-fetched, but who knows? When passion, rarity, mystery, and wealth collide, anything is possible. But be warned, many fake coins circulate online, and so-called million-dollar coins turn out to be hoaxes or misunderstood mint errors. That's why it's crucial to always have coins appraised by certified experts and graded by professional organizations like PCGS or NGC before making assumptions about their value. Let's not forget one more thing: the coin market is booming. More and more people are investing in rare coins, not just for their beauty, but for their historical value and potential financial return. That means the market is hot, and even the smallest variations or errors can send collectors into a frenzy. So what should you look for if you're hoping to find this mythical 1986 Liberty penny worth millions? Check for unusual weight. If it's not 2.5 grams, it might be something different. Look closely at the lettering, the year, the mint mark, and Lincoln's face. Are there any strange patterns, doubling or discoloration? Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to scan the coin edge for smoothness, mint errors, or missing details. Compare it with a regular 1986 penny online or in person, and take note of any oddities. And finally, if you think you might have something special, never clean the coin and take it to a professional appraiser. There you have it. The legend of the 1986 Liberty 1-cent coin continues to capture imaginations worldwide. Maybe it's real, maybe it's a myth, maybe it's still out there waiting to be discovered by someone just like you. Keep looking, keep collecting, and keep believing, because one day you might just find that 1-cent coin worth $240 million hiding in plain sight. If you enjoyed this deep dive into coin history and mystery, give us a like, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a story from the world of rare money. Until next time, keep flipping those coins, because your next fortune could be just 1 penny away. Today we dive into the fascinating world of American currency with a special focus on a coin that has been turning heads and sparking imaginations across the world, the 2017 1-cent coin from the United States of America, also known in numismatic circles as the Lincoln cent, or more dramatically dubbed by some as the coin of liberty. Now, when you think of a penny, you probably picture that small copper-colored coin jingling at the bottom of your pocket, or resting in a dusty corner of a drawer. But today we're going to look beyond the ordinary and uncover the hidden treasures, the mysterious tales, and the shocking value that could turn an everyday coin into a jaw-dropping multi-million-dollar asset. That's right, some reports have placed the value of a rare version of this exact coin at a staggering $60 million. Yes, you heard that correctly, $60 million for 1 cent. Let's roll back the clock and start with a bit of history, because to truly appreciate the worth of this tiny copper-colored marvel, we have to understand its roots. The story of the 1-cent coin begins all the way back in 1793, when the United States Mint issued the very first large cent. These were big, heavy coins made of pure copper, featuring designs inspired by classical liberty imagery. Through the decades, the design of the penny has evolved, but the theme of liberty has always remained central. Fast forward to 1909, and we meet the most iconic version of the cent, the Lincoln cent, introduced to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real historical figure on its face, and it was designed by Victor David Brenner, whose initials VDB caused a bit of controversy when they first appeared too prominently on the reverse of the coin. Now let's jump to more recent times. In 2010, the U.S. Mint unveiled a new reverse design for the penny, replacing the Lincoln Memorial with the Union Shield. This design features a grand shield with 13 vertical stripes, representing the original 13 states joined together under a single horizontal bar inscribed with the proud motto E pluribus unum, meaning out of many one. And this brings us to the year 2017, a seemingly ordinary year, and a seemingly ordinary coin, but something incredible happened. The Denver Mint struck hundreds of millions of 1-cent coins that year, yet among the sea of billions of coins there emerged rumors of a few extraordinary specimens, coins that were so unique, so flawless, or so error-ridden in the most perfect way that they instantly captured the attention of collectors and investors around the globe. The 2017 penny features the classic right-facing profile of President Lincoln on the obverse, with the word liberty to the left, the date 2017 to the right, and the D mint mark underneath, signifying that it was struck at the Denver Mint. On the reverse, we see that iconic Union Shield with a scroll across the top proudly proclaiming 1 cent. But here's where it gets fascinating. One of these coins reportedly struck with a combination of minting anomalies, ultra-rare die varieties, and an incredibly high grade, was valued at a jaw-dropping $60 million. It is said to be a coin so pristine, so unique in its characteristics, that it stands alone as one of the most valuable modern coins ever discovered. Now, of course, we have to ask, what exactly could make a 1-cent coin worth that much money? First and foremost is rarity. In the world of coin collecting, known as numismatics, rarity drives value. If a coin is unique, or exists in extremely limited quantities, it can command astronomical prices, especially if it has a compelling story or historical significance. Second condition matters. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70, with 70 being a perfect coin showing no signs of wear or handling whatsoever. A 2017 penny in perfect mint state, 70 red condition, certified by a top grading company like PCGS or NGC, can be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars to the right buyer. But in the case of this so-called $60 million penny, there's speculation that it is a one-of-a-kind specimen, possibly struck with a proof-like finish, a double die error, or another freak occurrence during production that makes it absolutely irreplaceable. There are also rumors of hidden micro-engraving on the coin, visible only under magnification, lending to theories that it was part of a secret mint experiment, or an ultra-rare test strike. All of these ideas add layers of mystery, intrigue, and ultimately value to the coin. Now let's talk about circulation. The 2017 D penny is not rare in the traditional sense. Over 4.3 billion of these coins were minted in Denver alone, making it one of the most common dates in modern penny production. You can find them in your change right now, and in fact millions of people likely have one sitting in their car cup holder or in a jar at home. But here's the twist: in the vast ocean of billions, it only takes one anomaly, one freak of production, or one mint error to create something extraordinary. In recent years, error coins have surged in popularity. Coins with off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, and other bizarre flaws can fetch thousands, even tens of thousands of dollars at auction, and when that anomaly is combined with a high grade and an element of mystery like the 2017 D specimen we're discussing, well, you can get a price that breaks records and expectations. Let's dig a bit deeper into that $60 million rumor. This figure first started circulating in online forums among collectors and treasure hunters who claimed that a perfect 2017 D penny with multiple die errors and flawless preservation was sold in a private sale for an incredible sum. While the details are murky and difficult to verify, it highlights a powerful point: some collectors are willing to pay anything for what they consider a true holy grail. And let's not forget the emotional value. The Lincoln cent is more than just a piece of copper-plated zinc. It is a symbol of American history, resilience, and unity. It bears the image of one of the greatest leaders the world has ever known, Abraham Lincoln, and it has been part of the American experience for over a century. A coin like this, especially a unique version, carries not just monetary value but sentimental value and historical legacy. So what does this all mean for you, the viewer? Should you go digging through your change jar? Should you start scouring coin rolls from the bank? Should you take a magnifying glass to every 2017 D penny you come across? Honestly, yes, because the beauty of numismatics is that treasure could be hiding in plain sight. That penny you casually toss aside could be worth a fortune. It could be the next viral discovery, the next legendary coin, the next $60 million masterpiece. Let's recap. The 2017 D penny is an incredibly common coin, but hidden among the masses could be a 1 in a billion rarity, a coin with unmatched error patterns, flawless condition, or mysterious origins. The coin of liberty, as it's come to be known, isn't just a piece of pocket change, it's a symbol of the possibilities that lie in the everyday, a reminder that history, value, and even fortune can sometimes come wrapped in copper-colored simplicity. So keep your eyes open, treasure seekers. You never know what miracle might be resting in your hand. And if you enjoyed this deep dive into the mystery and value of the 2017 D coin of liberty, hit that like button, subscribe for more epic coin stories, and drop a comment below if you think you found a special penny. We've got more amazing tales coming up, and who knows, maybe your coin will be the star of our next video. Until then, keep collecting, keep exploring, and never stop believing in the magic of coins.